What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned into my review of Skyfall. Now, when you turn on Skyfall, initially you're like, oh, this is gonna be another James Bond film. Quantum of Solace sucked ass, so a lot of people weren't really looking forward to seeing this, or weren't expecting it to be a big bombshell or really knock it out of the park. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying that as soon as the film starts, action comes in and it's all crazy and shit. I mean, James Bond and another agent, who's played by Naomi Harris, are chasing down this guy who basically has a list of all the MI6 agents that are undercover, and he's basically, you know, on the run, like trying to run from James Bond, because if this guy takes it to whoever he's trying to sell it to or take it to, then all the undercover agents are going to be wiped out, and basically MI6 is going to plummet. So, you know, the whole scene is with the car chasing, and James Bond is running him down, jumping on trains, and then they get to this one scene where James Bond is wrestling with the guy on top of the train, and Naomi Harris's character, she has a shot, but it's not a clear shot. So M is like, well, if you have a shot, then take it. You know, no, fuck James Bond, I don't give a fuck, just take that shot, but you gotta stop this guy. And Naomi Harris's character just shot him. Boom. And like, yo, you feel that shot. Like, the shot literally, it wasn't like a shot where he just fell on the train and was like, I got shot. Like, that shit knocked him off the damn train on top of the car and into the fucking water, man. I was like, shit, damn. It wasn't like he was like a couple of feet in the air. I mean, like, that was like 30, 40 feet. That was shit, man. Anyway, he survives, but he's not like his original self. Like, he's lacking in skill, confidence. He's a little bit shaky around the edges. So I like that the film showed that James Bond isn't this invincible character where, you know, he could take down anyone and he's always superior to anyone. Like, nah, right here he's broken, and I liked seeing that. Now let's go to Javier Bardem's character, who is Raul Silva. And Raul Silva is the main antagonist or main villain of the film, and he was an old or ex MI6 agent, and he was basically betrayed by, well, not really betrayed, but he was in a situation with M, and he felt betrayed by her. So right now he's pretty much the badass villain, and I gotta say that he plays this part perfectly, man. Like, this villain right here, out of Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale, like, Javier Bardem's character has to be the best villain. Like, everything that he did in this film was on point, and like, he was so far, like, way more intellectual and way more strategic than James Bond or M. Like, he was always like 20 steps ahead of them. They were playing catch up or trying to play catch up with him. I mean, there's this one scene where I'm not gonna spoil the other scene, but this is one scene in particular that I like, where him and James Bond, like, James Bond's chasing them down, and they're like under an abandoned tunnel. And check the scene out.
It's called radio.
I do hope that wasn't for me.
No, but that is.
Yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this guy, he doesn't give a shit about human life, civilians, like, and he plans shit so perfectly. There's another scene that I'm not going to talk about, but it deals with James Bond and him on an island, and sort of like a contest between the two. And like, that scene in particular just had me like, oh shit, man, like, yeah, this guy right here is nothing to fuck with. But in any case, overall, you know, James Bond is trying to chase down Javier Bardem or Raul Silva, and you know, it's like cat and mouse, but Raul is the cat, you understand, and James Bond is the mouse. So it's not like, James Bond is trying to, or you know what, you can say that, yeah, James Bond is the cat and Raul is the mouse, but it's like, you ain't fucking with this mouse, you can't catch him, he's 20 steps ahead of you. It's like Tom and Jerry, he's constantly sunning James Bond, and it's like, even to a point where he has Bond like struck him with fear. Like, damn, I really can't fuck with this guy, man. Like, I can't. So, yeah, like, Javier Bardem's character definitely carried this film. Daniel Craig did a good job. Naomi Harris in the scenes she was in, she did a good job. Judi Dench as M, she did a great job. The only thing that I can say that was negative about this film that I didn't like that much would have to be the ending. And how James Bond and Raul Silva's character basically, you know, how that situation ended, let's say. Because I really didn't like, I didn't really like what happened at the end between those two characters. But the ending overall and the whole film overall was great. Like, the fighting was great. The action was great. It really didn't focus on, like, James Bond trying to kick it with a girl. Like, he was serious. He was trying to, like, recover and become the old Bond that he was used to being. And he was up against somebody who was far superior than him. So it was no games here. No time for smashing cakes with these girls and shit. It was all about, I have to handle this situation because this guy is shutting shit down. So, overall, what would I rate this film? 5 out of 5 stars for me. And you know what? It caught me off guard too, because I originally, like I said, I didn't really like Casino Royale. I definitely didn't like Quantum of Solace, and I wasn't expecting anything great from this film. But watching it and watching Javier Bardem's character like just shut shit down, I was like, yes, man, this is a perfect film. 5 out of 5 stars for me. Pick it up. It hit Blu-ray yesterday, and Blu-ray and DVD yesterday. It's definitely worth a purchase. And again, 5 out of 5 stars for me. All right, now. Also want to say that the soundtrack is really good, man. The music in here was done really well. Even though I'd rather have had, I could see Hans Zimmer definitely shutting it down as far as the score would go. But overall, like I said, the movie was great. 5 out of 5 stars for me. And I would like to say that towards the end, they hinted at a lot of things that dealt with Bond's past, especially his childhood, and how sort of how he came into contact with M, you can say, or why M chose him. But definitely I would see, like, the next film, I see that there's sort of like a hint that this might go into like a prequel, like the series might go into a prequel, basically showing how Bond became Bond, starting off with his childhood up until, you know, adulthood, or let's say he joined MI6 when he was like a teenager or a young man. So I can definitely see it going in that direction, especially with everything that focused on his childhood towards the end. So, again, this is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.